Today, the Pokemon NASCAR series continues its chase at Talladega Superspeedway. This is it, folks! This is the last race before the championship race at St. Joltis. Only 5 drivers out of 10 chasers will advance to the Championship 5 to compete for a title at St. Joltis. Kamika Jazzen starts on the pole, and 6, O'Neal Balvin starting 6. He wanted Charlotte to lock his spot into the Championship 5 at St. Joltis. And the winner from Indy, Peyton Beasley, starts in the middle of the pack, also locked his spot into the Championship 5. And we have a problem here. Abe Troxel, someone didn't get his car going. That's DJ Curtis. Curtis stalls in the start of the race. Now the pack is caught up as Curtis stalls before we begin the race. Tough break for the 41. But anyway, Jazzen's on the pole here at Talladega. The very big super speedway. It will decide which other 3 drivers will be competing for the title. The green flag waves at Talladega. Boy. Curtis, just tough start for him. He just couldn't get his car going. Leia Walker second. What a move by the 19. Already made a move. And now the 19 went from 5th. Possibly could go to 1st. And here she comes. Bumper to bumper. Jazzen able to put a block. And they're 4 wide in the back. This will be interesting. Oh boy. And the first lap's going to Kamika Jazzen. Now Ben Braley gonna get the lead. Ben Braley gets the race lead already. John Fitzwater trying to go up high. He might just have a fighting chance. Oh, there they go. There they go. The big one. The big one has happened. P2 spins. Doesn't take out anybody else. Wow. I don't think he took anybody else. But the big one has happened here today. Curtis off pit road. And leading to the caution is Ben Braley. Wow, big crash. The big one has happened here to start the race. To start off the race. Ooh, boy, big crash. Big wreck. There's Pichu. Ooh! Wow! Did you see that? He just made an excellent save. How did he do that? Watch this. On the apron, he hits Chris Dodd, and he saves the car. Wow! That is an amazing save by the 55. Wow! Only Chris Dodd got hit. Wow! That was a save. But these guys, unfortunately, weren't able to avoid the carnage. And the big one happens. First one today. There they all go. Big wreck to start the race. And now, let's see how the field will line up for the restart. With on lap 7. We're going to go back to the green. Benjamin Miles leads. Only 1 car retired after the big one. That was Billy Bishop. So it's been a disastrous day for Storthouse Racing. One of their cars couldn't get going, and now the only victim of the big one was Billy Bishop that retired from the race. And Kamika Jazzen had a problem. The pole setter, I think, was involved in the first crash. Tough break for the 16. And Ben Braley very slow. I think he must have also gone very slow off pit road. Not sure why they were in the back. Very slow. I guess they lost something. But wow, just unusual start today. Benjamin Miles off to a good start. Miles continues to lead. Beasley second. They're 3 wide for second place. And Stoudemire Jr. goes up in front. Oh man, there's pitting. Oh wow, they're pitting right now. Wow, I never knew pit stops could be this late. Did they? John Andrews leads. Oh no, no way. Pete Beasley leads. Pete Beasley now takes the lead. Second is now John Andrews. Third is now Jared Lewis. Oh no, we have a... Oh, wow. I thought Kev Shear got turned off pit road, but he did not. Wow, that is very... That was just way too close there. The leader's gonna be... Sam Rogers. 11 laps to go as we have pit stops underway, and that's gonna mix the field up. Leaders are coming out. And now Rogers leads. Will he have to pit? Looks like he is going to have to pit. And he will pit. Jason Harrelson pulls away to the lead. Jason Harrelson now the leader with 10 to go. 10 to go, Jason Harrelson up front. Harrelson has a big lead, by the way, but when will he come to pit? He's got cars coming out of pit road in his way. If he can stretch this out, he might make it on just one pit stop. Now he's gone through. Harrelson not going to pit. He's going to stay out. We'll see if he can stretch it. He might be one of the drivers that pitted under caution. But will the fuel hold up? 9 to go. He actually built his lead up 2.5 seconds. Kamika Jassen's now second to Luke Walk to second. But he's trying to navigate through lap traffic. Now Curtis comes off pit road. Harrelson just went by the 41. We'll see if he can. We'll see if he will go down pit road. Looks like he's coming in. He is going to come into pit. Harrelson comes into pits. Kamika Jassen stays out. She'll take the lead. 8 to go. Got lap traffic in front of her. Wonder how she'll deal with this. Luke Walker decided to also pit under green. Jassen pulls away. Second place is Skinner, who's 5 seconds behind the 16. Jassen trying to hang on with 8 to go. Oh boy, lap car of the 95. Very slow car coming. But she is going to have to come to pit road, and she's coming in. She's finally going to come into pit road. Will Skinner come in? He will come in as well. Now we just got to keep track on the 16 to see if the 16 will still lead to the front. Jazin's got the very first pit stall since she won the pole today. So Jazin's in. And she is out. That was a quick pit stop by the 16. Still leads to the front. Wonder who will now be second. Last time it was Jason Harrelson in third. We know that Max Skinner had a pit. And now it's John Andrews. Here comes the pack. Here comes the pack of cars coming to Jazin. This is for the lead. And they went right through the 16. There they go. The lead goes to John Andrews. And they should be good to go till the very end. Unless if something interesting happens. But some of these pitted like around lap 9 or 8, 7 to 8 or under caution maybe. So they may have to go for another stop. This will be interesting to see who has the most fuel in the tank. 6 to go. John Andrews leads, looking to win both Daytona and Talladega in the same season. Looks to conquer both NASCAR Sprint Cup Super Speedways. Or both restrictor plate tracks, I should say. Payne Beasley, second. Wow, look at Benjamin Miles. The big players are in the top 10 in the chase. So Miles, he needs to win to solidify that he'll be in the final 5. 5 to go. John Andrews pulls away a little bit. But how long will it be until the pack comes up and tries to challenge the 17? 5 to go for John Andrews. Can he win both NASCAR restrictor plate tracks? Lap traffic, that's the 7 William Brock in the way. I think the 17 might use it to take advantage and pull away from the pack, because this pack is just wanting to make their moves. Kev Shear looks low. And no, he's gonna pit. But John Andrews on the high line, he gets it. Able to pull away a little bit with 4 to go. Shear had a pit. So what does this mean for our drivers? They might not make it on fuel. This will be interesting. These guys might not actually make it on just one stop. We know Kamika Jazin is likely to make it on just one stop. Here comes Stoudemire Jr. for the lead. Andrews trying to lay off a bit to save fuel. Maybe. Here we go. They're not going to make it. Those guys did not make it. Payne Beasley and Miles didn't make it. 3 to go. 3 to go. Could John Andrews make it? He's got lap traffic. He's able to go through Siegel and able to pull away. But does he still have enough fuel to finish the race? John Andrews trying to stay alive as much as possible, hoping to save fuel. We'll see if Andrews is going to pit. It looks like he might have to pit. He will pit. Not enough fuel in the tank for the 17 to win. Now the 18 has a chance to win this race. Harrelson could be a 3-time winner and lock himself into the championship 5. 2 to go. Holden Gluba is a lap car, Jazz in second. I think these two might try to make it on gas. They got lap traffic up ahead. Drivers just coming out of pit road. Will Harrelson have enough fuel to make it? Here we go, coming to the white flag. Will the 18 have enough gas? It looks like he's going to make it. He's going to stay out. He will stay out to keep the lead. And we have a battle for second. Jazz and Holt is held up a bit. But the white flag will be out for Jason Harrelson with 1 to go. Does he have enough fuel? Gonna draft Tony Green. Hopes of saving that fuel. Gonna draft him. But Jazin's really closing in. I mean, Jazin's got a good run. Gluba gonna try to go by. Here comes Jazin. Could Kermika Jazin make a move? Dodd slows up. Harrelson's stuck in the middle. Jazin's out of gas. Jazin might be out of gas. Final turn. Harrelson. Can he be good enough for fuel? Looks like, yeah, battle for second there. But Jason Harrelson, final corner. He's going to win at Talladega. Harrelson wins. And he is locked into the championship 5. Saves fuel to win the race. Kermika Jazin had a run on the bottom at the very end, but couldn't make it. Ran out of gas. She did cross the line in third. But Jason Harrelson wins for the 3rd time this season, and he is in the championship 5. There could be a possibility 4 3-time winners could be in the championship 5. That'll make things the most that'll probably make this the most interesting championship 5 we've ever had in the series. Luke Walker did come second. He came so close, but just couldn't quite have enough distance with him. He was just far away. Harrelson won that by almost a second and a half. And now the final 5 is now going to be set. Final results from Talladega as Jason Harrelson wins it here for the 18 team, and he's going to be in the championship 5. We do know that O'Neal Balvin and Peyton Beasley are in, as because they were locked in via wins. Harrelson, Beasley, and Balvin were locked in because of wins. So we'll see what about the other 2 that'll be locked in. The results on the left of your screen. Here's how the rest of the field finished. Got to give credit to the rookie, Jason Harrelson. 3 wins this season, his rookie year, off to a really good start in the series. But will it wrap up with a championship? We're about to find out the last 2 drivers in the championship 5. Here we go. Alrighty, guys. Before we get to the chase points, we add up all the chase points, determine which 5 are advancing to the championship race at Zandjoltis. Here are the points on the left, the regular points that were not made for the chase, and they were kept until the very end. Mason Powers has a 14-point lead over O'Neal Balvin. These 2 are the only competitors that can compete for the Pichu Cup, the driver with the most overall points. Powers and Balvin those are the only 2 that can compete for that Pichu Cup trophy. So the difference between them is 14 points. And the rest of the field, as you can see, listed on the left. Just find your name down below. This goes up to 21st all the way down to 40th. So anyway, now that we got that out of the way, let's add up the chase points and see who's going to make it to the next round. Who's going to make it to the championship 5? We start with Benjamin Miles, who had 1,115. Who had 1,015. He had 3 wins before the chase, so he got 10-15. So we have 35 from Super Snack 33 from Indy, 10 from Charlotte, and 27 from Talladega. I apologize. Just trying to add up right now. So just be patient, but the wait's worth it, guys. I want to keep this very suspenseful. And yeah, you probably would have done the math in your head by now and known who would have gotten in, but if you prefer not to, yeah, stick around. I recommend you not to do that before, because we're going to reveal them at the end anyway. It all adds up to 1,120 points for Benjamin Miles. For Jason Harrelson, he ended up with 10-10, and he has a win, by the way. He won at Talladega. You just saw that he took the checkers, and so he's already in, no matter where he finishes in the standings. And he'll need that. He needed that win because he only had 1,097 points. But still, a win gets him into the Championship 5 automatically. So he doesn't have to worry about being knocked out of the top 5 because he has a win to protect him. For Payne Beasley, wow, a lot. 1, 1, 1, 1. That was his total. Doesn't really matter because Beasley has a win, and so is locked into the Championship 5. And one more is Billy Bishop, who really didn't have a good chase. Only had 2 last place finishes, by the way, in the final 2 races. Only 1,065. Very likely he won't be in the Championship 5. Dylan Thoreau, 10-10. That's 24, 16, 34, 14. 1,098. So what that means is that Thoreau is higher than Harrelson, but lower than Miles and Beasley. So now we get to the good part. Now we get to the drivers that will not make the field to the final 5. Here we go. Holden Gluba, 6 points, then 30, then 16, then 15. 1,077. That's going to knock out Billy Bishop out of the Championship 5. We still haven't added up O'Neal Balvin's point total yet, so that still could be, yeah, he's in. He could knock Gluba out of the final 5. Tony Green, 2, 19, 29, 21. 1,081 points for Tony Green. That means that puts him out. Wait. I apologize. That puts him into the Championship 5, and that puts Gluba out. Gluba is out. Bishop is out so far. Now O'Neal Balvin, we know he's in because he has the win in the chase as a chaser. 1,112. That makes him the number 2 seed, ahead of Beasley, but behind Miles, and that'll knock Tony Green out of contention. Now we get to the good stuff. Now that we got all those 3 winners in their proper 5, it's time to reveal which other one is going to be in along with them. Acevedo has 1,005, 10, 32, 33, 17. 1,097 points. Is that going to be enough? It will be. Well, it isn't enough right now. Harrelson does have the win, so that means Acevedo would be still out despite getting more points than Jason. Despite getting more points than Jason Harrelson in the chase, he doesn't have the win. Harrelson has the win to lock him in the final 5. So he came 1 point short of knocking Thoreau for that final position. Thoreau, I think, would have been knocked out if Acevedo had just 2 more points ahead. But even if they were tied, let me see here. Wait. Where's Thoreau? Wow, he's deep in points. Where's Thoreau? Where's Acevedo? Acevedo would have owned the tiebreaker because he was higher in regular points than Dylan Thoreau. So if he had one more point, if Acevedo scored one more point, he would have knocked out Thoreau out of the championship 5 because he would have owned the tiebreaker. He was higher in points, regular points, than Thoreau is. So very controversial ruling, but Harrelson did have the win and has the advantage, so he is going to knock Acevedo out by default because of that win. And now, last but not least, Mason Powers. The points leader, by the way, in the regular points. And let's see. Good, add him up. 1,073. Not going to be enough for him to make a splash in the chase. So now we have our final 5. It has been revealed, and the final 5 drivers that'll be in the championship are Benjamin Miles, O'Neal Balvin, Peyton Beasley, Dylan Thoreau, and Jason Harrelson. Those are the final 5 drivers that are in. Wow, it's just a tough break for Grayson Acevedo. Unfortunately, despite having more points than Harrelson, Harrelson has the win to lock him in, and Acevedo came up 1 point short of knocking Thoreau out of the final 5. Acevedo would have owned the tiebreaker, which would have been which would have been the driver highest in normal points. That would have broken the tie. That's a real shame. Acevedo is 5th in regular points, and Thoreau, not even the top 20. He's 25th in normal points, so that's just a blowout. But again, Acevedo didn't have the win, and he will not be in the final 5 because Harrelson won a race, by the way. So it's just weird, I know, but, well, it is what it is. But anyway, Green, Gluba, Powers, and Bishop are also out of contention for the championship. And so it's going to come down to 5 drivers left standing on top. Miles, Balvin, Beasley, Thoreau, and Harrelson. Miles, Beasley, and Harrelson each have 3 wins, so combined for them, they have 9 wins. With Balvin has 2 wins, by the way, in the series so far, so that's 11 wins combined. And Dylan Thoreau also is a 2-time winner this season, so that combines them with that's 13 wins. That is 13 wins combined this season between these final 5. It's going to be a very, very interesting battle to see which driver will be your champion. So that'll do it here from Talladega, and we have our final 5 set. And we hope you'll join us in the championship race at Zen Joltis. We'll see you guys there.